Guys and dolls, it's Jason. I just wanted to come on here because I did that poll and a lot of you voted that you are quite scared right now. You're feeling a bit frustrated, a bit panicked perhaps because the markets are down. I totally get it. We're all in it together. I'm in it myself. I'm actually down over £10,000 this month. So although that might not be like a lot to some people, to me that is quite a lot of money to be down on. And I just want you to know that, you know, it's not just you that's going through it, it's everyone. Big hedge funds, ARK Invest, for example. If you are concerned, then do feel free to watch two videos. One of them I will link above now, which does go on to explain why ARK Invest are actually quite excited that there is a small correction happening right now and what that actually does mean for a lot of those high risk, high reward growth stocks and also those innovative and disruptive technology stocks that I tend to invest in. And Cathy Wood goes on to explain in that video, as you will see in the clip, that when people start to take their money away from these high risk, high rewards and they put them back into those value traps, what's going to happen in a few years when innovation takes over is we're going to see a massive explosion and a lot of those stocks will become value traps. A lot of the stocks that we talk about on this channel are kind of those high risk, high reward and also those really nice long-term growth stocks. We are going to see those explosive moves. You have to understand that the market, unfortunately, is not always green. I know we've seen a lot of green recently, so it feels like you're on top of the world. You're going to be making a lot of money in the market. Have patience; it will pay off. You will make the money that you want to make, and it is much better, in my belief, to have your money in some form of investment rather than having it sitting in a bank where obviously cash is actually going down with inflation going up every year, and with the Fed printing as much money as they are, it's always going to devalue the dollar, which is why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin. Again, if you want to understand why I'm holding 10% of my assets right now in Bitcoin and why I'm so bullish, then check out this video up here, because it's really important that you guys also understand that asset that crypto is and why I think it's going to actually become a primary main source of mainstream digital currency moving into the 21st century. So guys, I just want you to know that it's normal to feel panicked. Don't worry, when I first started investing about 5-6 years ago, I had the very same thing happening to me. In fact, for the first £1,000 I think I ever put into an investment account, which was quite a small amount of money, I completely blew up within the space of a few months and I completely lost it. So I totally get how you're feeling if your portfolios are red, perhaps they're down 20-35%. Just have faith and remember why you invested. I'm not selling anything right now. I've put an allocation into some of the dips that I have seen in the market and I have been buying up a few little stocks and moving some of my investments over. I've also learned a lot of lessons during this time as well, and I think it's really important that I share that lesson with you, and it's always keep 20% cash on the side so that when we do actually ever have a market correction like this, if I'm keeping 20% cash on the side, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and entertainment only. I'm only going to tell you what I'm doing with my money. Then again, I can actually start to capitalize by allocating that onto the dips that are actually having quite big pullbacks, significant pullbacks of about 35 to 40% plus. Now, I think a lot of the plays in the market that have actually gone down quite a lot, I think it's not really justified in my eyes. We did just see a big sell-off, for example, in ALPP. Today it actually did hit like $4 and something just before I checked in on to make this video, and I was absolutely shocked to think, like, how on earth has that dropped from like almost $10 and it's over halved its value in the space of 2 weeks. To me is kind of a bit crazy. But again, we are seeing a rebound. If you do look at the S&P 500, for example, we are actually having a full red day right now on the 4-hour candlestick. The S&P 500 is actually selling off. So again, it is just giving you some conviction that today is another red day. They do happen. Sometimes, like I said in one of my last videos, it's probably going to be like this for the next 2 weeks. We are going to see a lot of consolidation. The markets will go up, they will continue to go down, and it will just be a choppy market, I think, until middle of March, until we get some more stimulus. And then again, we are going to see some more positive moves in the green once that stimulus is released. Although we are getting stimulus, a lot of the time stimulus does get priced in before it actually comes out, which is why we have seen significantly big moves in the past before we actually get obviously the stimulus itself. And then obviously we have had in the past as well these small little corrections, not as much or as dramatic as this. This has been a very dramatic move, but again, I just want to come on here to reassure you that if you are feeling a little bit lower, don't worry, take a deep breath. On days like today, if you have no more cash sitting on the sideline and you aren't going to pull your money out of the market, which I'm suggesting I'm not going to do at all, then again, it's sometimes not worth watching your portfolio on days like today. Just do something else, be productive in another area. For example, don't look at your phone until maybe 2 or 3 days time, or if you know that there's some good news coming out, and then again, you'll start to feel a little bit better. Try and keep your mind in a positive mindset and know that green days are coming. The markets are not going to go down forever. Huge banks, guys, have the S&P 500 up 10% this year. If you look at Joseph Ho, for example, another YouTuber, he's got a YouTube channel which is called Bowtie Nation. Got about 400,000 followers or something like this on YouTube. You know, he was a stock analyst for many years, and he's got a lot more experience than I do as an investment banker for sure. I mean, I worked for HSBC for some time, but he has a lot of knowledge. And one of his key convictions for this year is, you know, the stock market may see a 10% correction or a 15% correction at its most, but we are in the midst of a bull market and the economy isn't going to crash because there's so much money. And one of his beliefs that he talks about is that I think it's about $2 trillion right now in the US is still tied up in people's bank accounts, and it's not floating around in the economy because people are still so scared to spend their money. But once we actually start to see, you know, those masks get taken off, the vaccine programs have been rolling out, and people are actually going to go out to those restaurants again, and, you know, Disney's going to open up and all these things, that money will all of a sudden flood back into the economy, and that is going to push the prices of stocks to their new time highs. So I'm not worried. It's just about riding out this time of volatility. Have patience, have conviction as to why you've invested. Again, I'm saying for the third time, I'm not selling any of my stocks right now. I have moved a few bits of allocated money around and I'm holding strong, and I believe that by the end of the year that we'll look back at this and wish that we had more money that we could have bought in on these times. But again, it is just a lot of FOMO in the markets. People are just a bit scared right now, and so they're just selling, rebalancing portfolios, and again, it is that kind of start of the first kind of quarter of the year, so again, it is understandable that that is all happening. So have some faith and know that, you know, in 12 months time a lot of these investments will pay off. NEO certainly is not going to be $44 at the end of this year, I can guarantee you guys that. I'm just letting you know that I'm sending you guys some happy thoughts, some positivity and some hugs, and yeah, I'm here with you the whole way through, and I will let you know once that 10 grand goes back up and you guys will be the first to know. So again, thanks for all the support on this channel. I hope that this message finds you well, and I hope that you have some more feelings of joy from hearing this voice of reason, this talking head. So I'll see you guys back on my channel soon for some more content. If you do want to check out any of those videos that I had mentioned, or you want to actually know some of the stocks that I have been personally buying on these dips, then I will link another video above. Now again, that is for a video I did just bring out on the top 4 and 5 undervalued solar stocks right now. I hope to see you guys soon. Ciao.